One of the biggest questions I see new affiliate marketers asking is, I don't know how to make a website or a blog. How do I get started? What do I do? How much is it going to cost? Well, guys, today I got some answers for you. And if you stick around to the end, super pumped about it, I have a channel announcement and a channel update to give you guys too. So stick around and let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm the Real Bearded Businessman, and we're putting together another video for you today, all right? So if you're a repeat viewer here, I just want to say thank you for coming back. Really appreciate you. And if you're new here, this channel is all about finding your financial independence. And, you know, even if it's starting that new YouTube channel, we got a lot of tips here and a lot of tricks, and we're going to help each other out as a community to make that YouTube channel or to get ourselves financially independent, all right? So if that sounds interesting to you, please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. I don't want you missing out on any updates for this channel, and we got one happening right here at the end of the video. So I'd like you to stay tuned, hit the bell, hit the whatever you want to hit the monitor, I don't know, throw your mouse, have fun with it, right? So that's what we're at. That's what we're doing here on the channel. We're having fun, but we're also trying to be dedicated and get the job done and hit our goals. Whether it is being financially independent or all we want to do is just have a hobby and start that YouTube channel. All right, guys? So let's get started here, right? So I know I've been doing a lot of research still, and I know before I even started any of this stuff, did a lot of research on specifically affiliate marketing, but also a little bit on the YouTube side and a little bit on the blogging side. And I noticed that there was a repetitive question that kept coming up, which is, you know, I don't know anything about building a website. Don't even know how much it's going to cost. So things like that. And I know for me personally, I had zero experience making a website. I've obviously used websites before. You know, I don't live under a rock. You know, I understand what the internet is, but I have no idea how to even put one together. You know, I don't even understand really the construction of one. So I did a lot of research, and what I just wanted to do is kind of put this video together for you guys to kind of summarize my experience with the research and also kind of, you know, how I went. You know, I kind of want to, you know, just kind of give you you know, how I went down that path to finally put that blog together, all right? So bear with me here. If you see me look down, I'm looking at my, my tablet here. And so essentially what it came down to was I was looking for something that I could use as a beginner, and I could scale up or scale down, do whatever I needed to do. You know, if I was getting a lot of engagement and a lot of viewers, you know, and I wanted to add certain things to it, that's all something that I wanted to have the flexibility to do. But right now, I really don't want to spend a whole lot of money, right? So did a lot of research, and what I came across, honestly, the best one for me was, as far as web hosting was concerned, was Bluehost.com. And really loved their platform. Thought their prices were pretty reasonable. Did a lot of research on them, and there's a ton of people using them. So I kind of figured, you know, they can't be all that bad, right? So just some highlights of what I really liked about them, right? So first off, their price is pretty reasonable, especially for, you know, a new blogger. I didn't have a whole lot of money. I still don't. And so that was the first piece. Second piece is I wanted something easy, something that I didn't really have to learn a whole lot. I didn't really, you know, I don't want to start reading on how to put websites and stuff together. I kind of want to watch a couple videos, look through a couple how-to write-ups, and kind of, you know, hit the ground running, so to speak. So that was my second piece. Third piece was I wanted the ability to scale. And also, you know, and specifically, I wanted to be able to, you know, to handle more viewers if I needed to, handle more engagement, but also if I ever wanted to do anything else with this website, if I ever wanted to open up a marketplace and sell items, I wanted to have that flexibility. And for me, Bluehost hit all those, right? So, you know, just kind of going through here, you know, I just wanted to go through and say, you know, starting point for me was zero experience. I wouldn't even call myself a rookie or a beginner. I mean, I was literally, down in the basement, so to speak, as far as my knowledge. And even with that, it still only took me about an hour and a half to put the whole thing together. From let me go to the website and start the process to I was so excited when I was done. I ran out. I told my wife, please Google the website to make sure it actually worked and that it actually published. And it did. I was so excited, So that's kind of what I did. And like I said, I'm just a super beginner when it comes to stuff like that. But one of my, one of the big things that I really did like about Bluehost is you can use WordPress.org, and all their, what are they called? The formats are super easy to install. I mean, literally you just click, you find one that you like and you click install. And there's a ton of free formats out there. And likewise, if you want something a little bit more sophisticated, you can always pay for more. They give you that opportunity, but it wasn't something that I was prepared to start paying for. One of the last things was their price. I know at the time they were running a deal where they, if I signed up for the web hosting through them, they waived my my domain registration fee. So that was $10 right there that I didn't have to pay. And really that's about as simple as it was. I mean, what I did do here on my blog actually was I did kind of put together a little bit of a step-by-step if you guys are interested. I'll put the website. I'll put the link down in the description. So if you hit that, it'll take you right to the how-to page and specifically what I did and how I did it. So I guess at this point I've had, I guess let me just say that the how-to is I use some screenshots and whatnot that I had, and I started with signing up, and I went through the whole process of registration, setting up all your accounts. Obviously, the one thing that they love is the payments. And, I really go through, and here we go, choosing the website theme on WordPress, So I do my best to kind of step you guys through it. Again, if you're interested, take a look at that. And so that's what I did. That's where I went. But one of the other things that I guess I kind of wanted to to talk about is my feedback and what I've seen, I guess, over the last 3 months, what I've observed. And I'm going to be honest with you, I love the system. I love the setup. It's super easy for me to log in and do what I have to do, make some updates. I tell you one thing, it's something I want to be way more active in, and I just don't have the time. I feel like I put a lot of time into the YouTube channel, and I really need to start devoting a little bit more time to my blog. But I love it. I mean, it's super easy to use, and at least for me, I can update it and I can do whatever I need to do. Like I said, very, very efficiently. So that's that. I love it. When it comes time to re-up, I'm gonna re-up with Bluehost. Definitely love it. I think they're great. And one of the big things that I didn't really consider beforehand, but oops, sorry if I hit the microphone there. One of the big things that I didn't consider beforehand, but I'm totally glad that it ended up working out this way, is their customer service, at least as far as I'm concerned, has been phenomenal. They've been great. I've had a ton of questions. I've had a couple issues as far as things that I've done that wasn't really supposed to do, I guess. And I've been able to get everything addressed, and they've gotten me right back to where I needed to be, undid any of my issues, and did whatever I needed to do. And like I said, it got me back in. I think the longest, chat I was on for the support guy was about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. So, they're very knowledgeable and they're very helpful, and they really want to, get you guys back online. And they did that for me, so I was pretty happy about that. So that's just kind of like, I wanted to, kind of give a review on what I think of them, as of right now. And then lastly, I just wanted to say here that, I just want to go to their website real quick here. And I know that, because I was able to get a very similar deal here, and I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about this real quick. But so if you guys sign up, what they do is, like I said, I got a very similar deal was so you get that free domain registration, you get a free SSL certificate, and of course the one-click WordPress, of course the 24/7 support. But right now they're running a deal that you get that all for $295 a month. I don't know how long they're going to keep that up, so if you're interested, it's probably something you should check out pretty quickly. But the one thing I'm going to say that I totally forgot to address earlier was that free SSL certificate. And so what that is if you don't know, is when you look at the front of the website address and it says HTTP, this SSL certificate gives you the ability to have that HTTPS. And so first off, so I guess the S is for secure, right? So if you have that certificate, your website's going to be the HTTPS, meaning secure. So, especially if you have a marketplace, you want to have that SSL certificate, because it's going to give people a lot more comfort, and they're not going to be as worried when they're putting their financial information, their credit card information into your website, first off. Second off, I've been reading a lot about how Google and other search engines are starting to give a priority to HTTPS's vice to HTTP. So as far as I'm concerned, if it helps, it's totally worth it. And hey, by the way, you get it for free here. So, that was a huge deal right there. Like I said, that's just kind of what I wanted to tell you guys about on the deal that they're running right now. Like I promised, guys, glad you guys stuck around to the end if you did stick around to the end. If you didn't, I know who you are. But appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. And this is something that I'm super, super excited about. Something that it's going to be probably my biggest channel update, I guess, to date. And super excited about it. And I can't wait to tell you guys. But essentially what I want to do is something that I want to start introducing into my channel is an interview series, right? So what I really like to do is I'd really like to start, interviewing new YouTubers out there and folks that are kind of still in the beginning stages, and kind of get your perspective on your YouTube channel, right? So when I first started, I was watching a ton of videos from the bigger guys that have been doing it for a couple years, and they do a great job. Don't get me wrong; they do a phenomenal job of trying to go back and say, hey, what would I do as a new YouTuber? What would I do if I had to start this thing all over again? But really what I want to do is I kind of want to capture myself, but also a bunch of the new creators. I want to capture that information so people out there and viewers that are watching going, I'm on the fence. I really don't know if I should start my YouTube channel. I want to give them that to give them something to do some research on, and something to find out a little bit more as to whether they really want to start that YouTube channel, right? So my whole goal here is to interview active and engaged creators about specifically their YouTube channels and their journey to go from starting to where they are today, and hopefully get a little bit of their insight and advice, and see if we can't help each other out here as a community. That's one of the things that I've learned since I've started this. It's super important and something that I never even considered beforehand, but I'm so glad that I'm there, because the community on YouTube has been, especially with the creators, has been super helpful. And like I said in one of my other videos, it's one of the big reasons I'm even still doing this. And I've gotten a lot of help and a lot of advice. And really what I want to do is I want to pass that on to other people that are looking for some of that. So, I really want it to be kind of for beginners, but I also want it to kind of be by beginners. That's really what I want to drive home to some of those viewers that are thinking about, starting their own YouTube channel. But so one of the things I did want to talk about is I do have a couple requirements, and really just two. But the first one is I would like to, how am I going to find you guys? If you want to be interviewed and you want your channel to be displayed, I really want you to be following my social media, all my social media accounts. And I really want you to engage on the YouTube channels. I try my best as a new creator, a small creator. I try my best to engage as much as I can. And I realize we you know, we all don't have a lot of time. I don't either. This is a part-time deal. So I kind of like to see that engagement and see the activity. I really appreciate that. And that's what I kind of want to help out. And the reason I ask for all the social media engagement as well is because as part of this, as part of this interview, what I want to do to the interviewee as kind of a thank you and as a payback is I'd really like to promote you as well on my channel, but also on my social media accounts. And because I know one of the toughest things sometimes is to beat that search algorithm. Sometimes it helps to just have somebody grab you, promote you on their social media, and sometimes before you know it, hey, there's like 20 views in an hour that you wouldn't normally have had. So that's kind of why I'm looking for that social media engagement. But last requirement, and super important, is we all got to have a positive attitude about this, right? So that's my number one thing, and I'm all about having a positive attitude. And I mean, honestly, there's days that I don't have a positive attitude, but this is something that I really like, and this is something that I'm going to keep pressing on. And as an interviewee, I hope you have the same attitude too. So that's all I got today, guys. Like I said, I wish you nothing but luck in all of your undertakings here, on whether it's YouTube or you want to start that blog or anything like that, or hey, you just want to pay off a bill. Whatever it is, I wish you nothing but the best. And I'm starving. I need to go get some dinner. And that's it. That's all I got tonight. All right. So you guys have a great night. Enjoy, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.